This city is fast becoming almost like a third world country. Everybody comes here because they think they have a right to come here. They're here illegally. They're recreating their homeland. And there's just a lot of areas where you can drive down the street and think, am I in the United States?
I just think the city's spent way too much money on trying to defend these ordinances that they know that they're probably never going to ever see the light of day. The underlying tone that's in there makes it unfriendly to immigrants. Not just immigrants that are here legally or illegally, but there's an underlying tone that's being set, and the city is condoning it.
I was born and raised in this country. I'm as American as apple pie, and during all of this ordinance stuff, some of these people actually had the gall to come to me and ask me if I had papers.
They weren't trying to go around and say, everybody who's here, you have to document yourself and we're going to throw you out, okay? It was all about if you were acquiring a new lease and you were coming to the city. It was really to slow down this tidal wave.
I have two neighbors I can't communicate with on either side of me. Everyone's going to come here and recreate their homeland. Well, that meant, boom boxes at I don't know how many decibels, rattling every window in my home.
From my perspective, everything was perfectly fine. Nobody ever saw these ordinances coming. Out of the blue, just out of the blue completely. If you look at all of the city council meetings previously, there were no complaints about illegal aliens committing crimes or illegal aliens not mowing their lawn or illegal aliens not doing this.
There was a rally in Dallas about a year ago or so. It was a pro-illegal immigration group protesting. I'm very patriotic, and I just feel like that was a slam to the U.S. Why would you fly another country's flag when you're the one that chose to come to our country and to adopt our way of living?
Everybody was offended, and their view was, if you love your country so much, go back there and fix it.
They instilled fear in the elderly, whose world looks completely different than it did in the 1950s. They instilled fear by saying that they were criminals, that they were rapists, that they were robbers, that they were drug dealers.
We're trying to get Farmers Branch back to what it used to be. Just a small town where the schools have just changed so much. Everything has been affected by people who do not speak our language.
It's a matter of knowing who's here. We're in a terrorist world right now, and we as a country cannot allow people to come here and not know who's here.
First, if you came here and you weren't supposed to, we have a problem with that. But secondly, be an American. If you're going to be here, live somewhat the way we live here. Learn the language. Learn the language.
What does it mean to you to be an American?
I haven't thought about that.
What we're seeing here is a kind of a message of, if you're not documented, you probably don't want to live in our city because you're not welcome.